Hello everyone, welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today we're going to go ahead and check out this Mazda CX-90 third row SUV, all the features and things within. So let's go ahead, hop inside and take a look. Taking a look up on the dash, you can see that this one has 30,000 miles. You can access your trip right over here, accessing your trip A, trip B, regular odometer. Over on the right hand side is your brightness settings, so you can adjust that to however you would like and have it at your brightness. To the right hand of the steering wheel is your cruise control settings and your adaptive cruise control, just that gap. And then on the left hand side is your volume source, as well as hands-free calling and voice commands. Info within the instrumental panel as well, like your safety settings and turning off those alerts. To check out your display, which you might be like, that's a little far to do your touchscreen stuff. That's okay. Your touchscreen and everything controls right back here. So you have your navigation, back arrow, home menu, and music, volume, favorites, parking brake, and auto hold. And of course your knob that controls it all. So right in here we're in settings, so you can see things like your vehicle display, because you do have a heads-up display when you're driving that shows your miles per hour. But let's go back home and access things like your communication, navigation, settings, entertainment, and information. You can see on the side there you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let's access your music and see your sources, which are AM and FM radio, Pandora, and Bluetooth, of course. Connects a phone nice and simple, as well as you also have navigation, which has your compass within the system. CarPlay and Android Auto has Apple and Google Maps, where you can use it right up here. But until then, you just have a compass, which is nice to use. You also have, of course, anything that you would want to know within the vehicle. But right underneath there is your hazard lights, and your backup camera is putting it in reverse and seeing that nice clear backup camera. Make sure you and others stay safe when in reverse. So you can see that it's warning you things are in your rear view to keep you and others safe. You have your engine start stop button over here, which lets you check out your key fob. Your Mazda key fob here has lock and unlock, hold for that automatic trunk release, and hold for that alert system. Use this for keyless entry and everything in between. Keep it nearby to start your engine up. You have your climate controls down below here, where you have your dual temperature, so you can have a different temperature from the driver to the passenger. Right now it's synced up, so it's doing the same temperature, as well as you have heated seats for both the driver and passenger. You can have your AC, everything like that, as well as turning on and off your rear climate controls. But we'll check out the rear climate controls in a little bit. Right underneath there, you have a wireless charge pad, so you can set your phone right there, charge it up. You have a 12-volt charging port. You have your cup holders that can be hidden, as well as your gear shift, drive modes, and downhill assist. Let's check out your drive modes up on the dash. You have your sport, normal, and off-road. Off-road capability assisting is perfect. Normal driving, and then of course your sports mode for that auto manual mode. Let's put it back into normal since we are in normal terrain. Controls, already went over that, but is nice and easy to use. Scroll throughout those things, as well as back arrows, things within notifications, music, everything like that. Center console opens split ways, so you can have a decent amount of storage, and then you have 2 more charging ports. So in case you don't use your 12-volt and wireless charging pad up there, 2 in here. And you can also close half, still have your armrest, and have a little bit of a wire cubby here to set this down and have no cords smashed. Up top here you have your sunroof. Open that up, nice amount of air. Controls are up top here, and then you also have your lighting settings for interior and your sunglass holder. So you can open that up and put some sunglasses in there. Close that up, nice concealed look. And let's go ahead and take a look to the left of the steering wheel. Which has your sensors, you can turn those off. Traction control off. iStop, which is your stop and go traffic, saving some gas. And your trunk release in case you don't use it on your trunk or on the key fob. Door panel has your child lock, window controls, and of course lock and unlock. Let's take a step out and take a look at the interior of this Mazda. So the interior is a black leather seating, heated like I mentioned, and automatic, so you can move it with ease. Nice CX-90 mats throughout the vehicle. Let's take a look at the back seats. Back here you have a nifty little door, but something different about this is that you actually have a sun visor here that blocks out the sun. Put that down, nice look. Taking a look inside of this Mazda, you have a middle seat that folds down to be an armrest with cup holders, of course. Here is your rear climate that you can adjust to however you would like. You have your mode, you can sync it up. You have your USB-Cs and your vents to adjust. Pockets in the back of the driver and passenger seats, pockets in the door panel, and once again, that door over here has a sunshade as well. Forward, you have access to the third row, sitting 3 people back there, cup holders and charging port on either side, which is nice and convenient. And you can always move this second row forward or backwards to have access to the third row. Put that back up and let's take a look at the trunk space. Automatic lift gate like I have mentioned. Lighting setting on the left hand side, charging port on the right hand side. Here's the space with the third row up, still a decent amount of space, and underneath here you have some tools in case of any emergency and a little bit of storage for like a first aid kit or something like that. Putting down this third row is nice and simple. Pull on this, it puts down the headrest time and it'll put down nice and easy. And then this is the storage with the third row down. Plenty of storage. And then you do have access to see those cup holder and charging ports now. You can also fold down those second row seats to have one concealed storage if you have that much stuff to go ahead and put inside this Mazda. Nice and easy to put them up as well. Pull up and lock the headrest into place. And a neat feature within the tailgate is you can lock it from back here. Let's go ahead and shut it. Automatic tailgate, which is nice and neat for this third row SUV. That wraps up everything that I have for this Mazda CX-90. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call us 717-733-8985. You can always stop in for a visit. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.